Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Miss Fheby Indriyanti Nurpratiwi, the lecturer of academic reading class. Good morning everyone. Today, I would like to present a summary of our 13th meeting in academic reading, which focuses on a critical skill for any researchers, identifying research gap, and proposing new studies. As we know, research is not just about repeating what others have done. It is about editing something new to the existing body of knowledge. To do that, we must first find what is missing. This is what we call a research gap. Based on the lecture, a research gap is an area where information or data is missing or incomplete. There are 5 main types of gaps we should look for. Number 1 is evidence gap, when there is a lack of data in specific area. Number 2, knowledge gap, when existing studies show contradictory results. Number 3 is population gap, when research has only focuses on a specific group. For example, only urban students and neglecting others. For example, rural students. Number 4 is methodology gaps, when previous studies use limited methods and there is a need for new approaches like switching from quantitative to mixed method. Number 5 is theoretical gaps, when existing theories don't fully explain a phenomenon in a specific local context. The big question is, how do we find these gaps? We can find them by critically reading academic journals, especially looking at this section, abstract and introduction, to see the general scope, methodology, to check if the sample size or location was limited, discussion and conclusion. This is the most important part. Let's look for the limitations and suggestions for future research section. Authors usually admit what they couldn't do in their study, which is an open door for our own research. Once we find the gaps, we move to the next step, proposing a study. The formula is simple. Gaps plus an innovative solution equals a new study. For example, if a previous study on reading strategies only used question, methodology gap, we can propose a new study that use interview and classroom observation to get deeper insight. We then create a title that reflects this new focus on define clear objectives. To wrap up, identifying a research gap is like finding the missing pieces of a puzzle. By identifying what is missing, we ensure our research is original, relevant, and contributes to fine field of education. That concludes my presentation on research gaps. Now ready to apply these steps to my own critical analysis project. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.